have in the 11th grade that would have the potential to go back and reselect and or keep as is those 4 units, because we know that over 80% of them do select to take one or both, a math and science, in their senior year, even though the requirement only states 3. So, right, we're basing those numbers on an anticipated number of students. If they had the option, that's where we're going to then have to staff those additional teachers for the following school year.
Right, but the full burden, if a decision is made in March, isn't back when you having to chase all the students. You could still have it open that they could make one.
I could potentially reopen our system to allow them to do that, but yeah, they're going to have to get with their counselor and decide.
So it almost sounds like we need to really put it into the...
How many years have Easton students been doing? How many years have people at the high school and have Easton students been in the process of determining what schedule they like and then having to redo it 2 months later because of financial problems or cutbacks in personnel or whatever? I mean, how long has that been going on?
7 years.
About 7 years. I really think that should stop. I think students should have the opportunity, if you will, to sit down, schedule their courses, and not have to be told, well, let's wait and see now. I don't know if we're going to have that, or I don't know if you need to take that. I think we have a responsibility to them to try to, help them plan what their future is going to be. That has to be very frustrating from a student point of view. And I've had kids tell me that. I'm sure you have too. And so I would hope we could avoid that at all possible. I'm not sure what delaying this is going to do, because it's a requirement. You folks can see are you going to fund the additional people? I don't think so. Why would we delay this? For what reason? We hear your concern about looking at the whole curriculum. That's a concern we have, because we've been putting, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, we've been trying to piecemeal and put things together to shape this whole high school universe for kids now for 7 years by pulling things out and not adding a whole lot. And I just think we should think of the kids and the end result of this and the frustration that maybe they've had over the past 6 years.
All right. Any other questions?
Yeah, we need to know what you would like to do.
We're going to, I would propose then, since we have 2 administrators who seem to be for it, 2 gave us the recommendation, I propose we'll just put it to the vote as next week, as stated, next week's agenda. And hopefully the other 3 board members who are missing will be able to fill themselves in on it and educate themselves either watching the meeting or gathering their facts. Do we have any comment from the public? Okay. All right. I'll give a quick summary. The first 2 policies weren't near as exciting as the other one, but basically they were falling in line with administrative employees and professional employees. They were edited to be brought more in line with policy 539 that had been amended last year for the board. Policy 217 regarding a change in the graduation requirements has been revised slightly to reflect the older policy due to staffing concerns, and that will be put up for a vote as well next Tuesday.
Well, I have, Brian, may I ask one other question here?
Yeah.
Related to John?
Yeah.
John?
Yes. Do.
Yes. We went through these policies and just thought about it. Mm-hmm. One of the things we talked about was the restructuring of the policy book. As we're doing this, have we taken that into consideration and started with, as we're doing policies all the time, doing the restructuring?
No.
It doesn't appear that way.
No. I think I was clear right from the very start. That really wasn't a priority of mine. I was ready to take advantage of what I thought was, a great opportunity by PSBA to do that for us, but that's not really what I consider to be a priority for them.
I'm not saying using PSBA. Let's start our own numbering scheme and everything and set them up and just do it. And then that way, every time we come in with a new policy, we convert them over from this to this. Mm-hmm. Here's the conversion. Mm-hmm. And we get out of the old system, because within about 3 years or 4 years, you're through all the policies again anyway. Difference time. I should have brought it up sooner. Sorry about that.
Sorry.
Moving on, buildings and grounds. And Mr. Obie's out, so I will take that one. Mike, can you be very short? You have one item.
Certainly can. I'm pretty sure we have the four, so at least we have this one. Just to let the board know that we did start the meetings with Constellation for the Energy Savings Project. We're having bi-weekly meetings. They have started to go into the buildings. We have representatives from the maintenance staff in there, of course Tim Case and myself. What I'd like to do is ask the members of the Building and Grounds Committee to join us at the next meeting. Right now it's scheduled for February 25th. I talked to Mr. Obi at 10:30 in the morning. I talked to Mr. Obi, he can't make the 25th, so I'm trying to reschedule it for the 26th. I'd like to get the board involved and see what's going on. One of the main things that we have to talk about are buildings that we are going to exclude or not in the energy projects. That's pretty much it. We're looking at the building envelope, the lighting, the boilers, anything that's going to provide what they call ECMs, energy conservation measures. Is that right, Tim?
Yep.
So we'd like to have the Building and Grounds Committee, which I think is Mr. Fano and Mr. Obi. And of course, we'll invite to come to that meeting at 10:30, hopefully for the 26th. And then we can start reporting back to the board.
You may want to just open it to anybody so that they learn what's going on.
Well, if we have more, then there's a quorum. That's why I just looked at the committee.
Looking for people away.
Yeah. If it's informational, you can do it, but if it's decision making, you can't do it.
Well, there's some discussions about what buildings to exclude that we have to talk about now.
Then we have to cut down the number.
Right. The plan is to present a first draft of the investment grade audit to the board in May. So it's a rather aggressive schedule. So
The May committee meeting.
So we're not looking for a vote then at the May meeting?
no.
Okay. Okay, with that, anybody in the audience that would like to address the board? We chased everybody away tonight. With that, it was just an update provided by Mike, so there is no follow-up or anything at this point in time. That concludes our normal agenda. Again, at the very end.
Mr. Fane, could I just mention that we overlooked our friend Mr. Stepwell, who had a report. Did you have a report?
No.
I told
Oh, okay, you yielded the podium, you did?
Can I just say one
Excuse me,
thing?
sorry.
No problem.
Thank you.
It's just that kindergarten registration is happening at the end of this month and through
Yes.
March. So that's basically it. Is that okay?
So as we bring this to conclusion, we have to ask again, anybody in the public to address any other items? Again, the seats are empty. So with that, I'd like to have a motion to adjourn.
Yes, and we would need an executive session.
Got a motion and a second. All those in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed?